Well, it really started in 2000 when we started to see the trend start to pick up, when companies started on a more frequent basis begin to cut the retirement benefits in half or a quarter of them or altogether. And it's just companies are looking at their bottom line now and saying, well, we could save X amount of dollars here by cutting retiree health care. Again, like you said, they're not working for us anymore. They're not giving anything back to the company, so what value are they to us? And at the end of the day, you know, we can make more in CEO bonuses and give our top management people more in incentives to stay versus these retirees. From a good business model, you would think that, yes, if you made those promises to people and when you put it into their contract, yes, you should be taking care of them, put that money aside so that it is there for, that, I call it a rainy day fund, so when these folks do retire, you have that money to meet your obligations for their earned benefits. These folks aren't legacies. They don't like that word because these folks gave a lot of time and energy to these companies to make them profitable. Now you have a business model today is, you know, we don't care. We're gonna use people. We're gonna become profitable. We're gonna make as much money as we can. At the end of the day, we'll just, after these people retire, nobody's gonna care about them and we'll just dump them. These were part of their contracts. These are part of their employment manuals that they had on their desk. These were things that they were, their employer said, you work, you know, longer hours, take a little less pay, and we're going to give you these health care benefits for life. These were written into their contracts and now are being taken away from them. Promise should be a promise. I think when my father's day, if you made a promise, you shook your hand and you kept that promise, that was the contract. When these folks went to work for these companies, it was in their contracts. It was written into their contracts. So this was not a handshake. And what we are asking for now is companies to live up to those promises, that these people earn these benefits. These aren't handouts, as some people say. They're not legacy costs. These are earned benefits, and these are benefits the company didn't have to pay on yet. So if we're talking about benefits, these are things people earned over 20, 30, and 40 years. And you made that promise. We're just asking them to keep that promise. It most certainly is a bailout, and that's why if you look at some of the big companies and what they're supporting universal health care. It puts them at, you know, making some money to making a lot of money. And so these companies are now looking at ways that they can dump that in. If the government's willing to pick up the tab, they're going to help support that in any way possible.